the story. Two sides to the story.
And scene. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Danielle, Serene, and I am with
Lyles. What's up?
And we have another episode of Talk. Today we will be talking about Black underrated actors and actresses. So I'm going to start off with you.
All right. So my first one is Derrick Luke, and he has actually had one of the biggest roles of his life. You know, on his first debut of an actual big movie. And that was Antoine Fisher with Denzel Washington. I said Denzel.
Right.
Another movie he played in was Notorious with B.I.G. He played Diddy. He played that. And he actually, I did some research, he actually was doing some, what do you call that? Like casting calls to where he was just extras. And I think I actually saw him as an extra in some sitcom. It was weird. It was like very young. I don't know what it was. I forgot. But yeah, he's in a ton of other movies.
Biker Boys.
And Biker Boys, very underrated. He's a great actor, but he's underrated. And I think he deserves more roles that make him shine, you know, like Antoine Fisher did. Another one, and she doesn't know this person, but I know there's people out there that knows this guy. His name is Iman Walker.
Do y'all know him? And
right now, he's on Chicago Fire, and he played in Cadillac Records. He played Howling Wolf.
Oh.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Whew, thank you.
I know who you're talking about now. After you said Cadillac Records. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, your two males. Who do you have?
Okay, so my first one, of course, everybody knows him. This is Lorenz Tate. I do think that he deserves to be in more big roles and just have more awards. No, but he's not. He hasn't won like no.
Yeah, but he's been a part of the culture in the sense of the movies that's
but in the black culture. But I'm talking about as far as like expanding.
Sure.
How about let me see Lorenz Tate in a superhero movie? Let me see him in more. He's always in more like gangster movies. You know, he was in Menace to Society. I'm not sure if that was his first movie or not. No, it's not. I don't know. Menace to Society, Deuces, Love Jones, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Dead Presidents.
You love Lorenz Tate, don't you?
And the Equal, I love him. And he was in Girls Trip. He was recently in, what's that movie with James St. Patrick? Mr. James Natasha? Jesus Christ, Power. He was in Power. So he played mostly like the gangster type role. So I would love to see him in more roles. And I know everybody know him in the black culture, but he needs to expand. They need to give my man some more roles. He's amazing. Not my man, but like my man's.
You said what you said.
My man's, he's married, so.
No, you said what you said.
My other male is Bokeem Woodbine. If you don't know him, he's been out since the early 90s. He was in Jason's Lyric. He played the crazy brother. Dead Presidents. He was in Queen and Slim. He played in so many movies and shows, and he's underrated. He was in Life. And I love him.
The bald head guy.
Yeah, he was in Empire.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Yes. He's a great actor.
Super underrated. He's an amazing actor. Give him some more roles. He needs to be expanded.
Well, actually, the crazy thing is he did have some pretty extensive roles as a, what do you call that? Like, not a assisting, or what is it? What is it called? Something.
Oh, I can't even remember what I'm talking about.
Dang. But he's done a lot of that, and he's got some tracks. He's a well-known actor.
He's underrated, though. You didn't even know his name. You were just looking like, who the hell is that? And you was like, oh.
But yeah, he's like up there with like Mekhi Phifer. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think he's a little bit more than Mekhi Phifer now.
Him and Mekhi Phifer are those actors that you know, like, yeah, I seen those, but like they could have had bigger roles, but yeah, I know who they are.
Another one that came out in the early 90s. He's another underrated. He's not on my list, but he's another underrated black actor.
Yeah, so.
So let's go with you for your females.
I have the lovely, the most gracious, Tikka Sumpter. Bless her heart. She played sister, what was that, in Sparkle, right? She played the sister in Sparkle.
I hated that.
The new Sparkle. Watch your mouth. And then
horrible.
She played in Medea's, whatever, Tyler Perry's Medea's something. She played in that. And she played in another, like a series.
Nobody's Fool, right?
Nobody, I guess, something like that. But the Tikka Sumpter, you know that name and you've seen her face before. Yeah.
She was also in a show, Mixed-ish, if you watch that.
Mix-ish. Got you.
Yeah. You watched that before?
Another ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one. The very lovely Nona Gaye, which is Marvin Gaye's daughter. She has played in Ali, one of Ali's wives. That's who she played. She also played, I want to say, in Triple X, I think. And then she played in another one with Michael J. White in Blood and Bones. And she did a few other assistant, like kind of, whatever you call that, something role actor, whatever it is, in other movies. And I like her. Very underrated. I think that these people we're naming, I think that for me, I'm saying that they're underrated because I know their potential and what they can do in a sense of just, who they are. And I understand that sometimes people get casted because they play these type of roles very good and that's all they get casted for. But at the same time, these actors that I just named, they have potential to go further than that or had because, hell, one of them, he's like fit 60, I guess. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, two of my females. The first one is Journey Smollett. She's a child actress. She was in Ease by You, The Great Debaters, Temptation. She was also in the slave show called Underground. You know what that is, right?
Yeah. Fun fact about her, I think that her and her brother was on the, they actually tried out for the 5 Heartbeats. And they were that young and they were on set and Robert Townsend knew of them. And there's a documentary where you actually see them as young Jussie and Journey. So, yeah.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But I love her. Anything she's in. She actually coming out with a new show. I forgot the name of it, but I'll be watching. I love her. The other one is Tessa Thompson. She is known for Mississippi Damned, for Color Girls, Creed. She played the girlfriend. Dear White People, Thor. See, didn't even know her name. But she is another underrated, amazing actress.
She's amazing. She's very
I don't know.
amazing.
I think her and Janelle Monáe are in a relationship, if I'm not mistaken. But whatever.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know if that's old news or what. But
What
she
is
is so
happening?
amazing. That's old news.
Oh, I guess. I didn't know that.
But yeah, now you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I absolutely love her. So that is it for that.
Mm-hmm.
Comment below on who you think is underrated. More people. I think another one is also Corey Hodrick, who is Tia Mowry's husband. He played in with Keke Palmer. It's on Netflix. He played her brother. I cannot think of the name, but he's another one. He always get like basic side roles. He never really gets main roles, but he was a gangster in that movie with Keke Palmer. You haven't seen it, of course not. I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, that's it. So the next thing we'll be talking about is Black-owned businesses. It has been such a hype on Black-owned business, especially during these times. So what is it about only supporting Black-owned business at this time?
I think that in a time to where like the economy is its numbers are, especially in taxes, are concerned. They're becoming low. So it's like when stuff like this happens, that means that tax properties are low and people want to get properties and stuff like that. But the thing is that when certain businesses And unfortunately, some black businesses is that it could be hurt, like very economically, with things like this, and we need to support them because that means that the more we support them, they're not able to rely on other sources of, where they're getting their stuff from. And there's this thing that a documentary that Killer Mike is a part of, and he was trying to be black for 3 days. He was trying to just live straight black for 3 days. And it was very hard for him because he couldn't hardly find a lot of black-owned businesses. And in my mind, the part of that was, before I saw the rest of it, in my mind, I thought that, well, maybe they just can't be professional enough. Maybe we just can't just, think about the right things to do or how to market ourselves. But in fact, it was that most of the black-owned businesses still were supported by other races or white, if it was like a barbecue spot. He wanted to eat it even though it was black, it looked black-owned, but it was a white-owned farm. So he could not eat because it was white-owned and it wasn't a black-owned. So that made it that much harder, and he starved for at least 2 days. And then he almost really couldn't find a black barbershop in, I want to say, a black neighborhood and I guess where he was. I forgot, but it was something else in there to where he didn't go to the other barbershops, and he found one black-owned barbershop and he went there. And so it was just that thing right there is that I think it's important because we're able to have those resources. If you just support black businesses, you never know. The more you support them, they're able to start their own whatever, get supplies from their own farming, you know what I'm saying? And they can actually get their own product, and it could just be them, on phone service, their own, whatever it is. It's just important to support them. And I know sometimes it's hard because we may not be the easiest people to work with under circumstances that, people, have some issues that arises. So yeah, that's kind of what I think what's important and what to do. It is hard. Now I'll tell you like I go some places, food places really are, I think, the worst place where we have attitudes and it seems like we don't want to work, you know what I mean? And I find that much so in the restaurant business, the food place, so.
That's because you're a man.
Well, no.
Yeah, because I feel like first off, I love the idea of supporting all black businesses and everything. I love it.
Of course.
Like, we all need to help our own people.
We do.
But I do feel like it's so many examples that I have where black people were just unprofessional as far as like when it comes to nails, when it comes to getting my hair did, when it comes to just getting a shirt made, just things like that. I've witnessed like unprofessionalism, and it's just like, but if I would have went to Becky, I would have got some great service. So it's just the things like that, like giving me my stuff late or what, not the proper way that I asked for it, and when I paid you ahead of time, things like that it's unprofessional. We just have to do better with that. But I do think that once we learn from it and we take, criticism. Constructive criticism, and we could change that, and we could just work more together. We could start supporting our own people more, and just putting people on more. Yeah,
and I think there's something that goes along with that because within black businesses, there's some issues within it that there's people that, unfortunately, there are people that are struggling. When it comes to keeping it in the family, you know what I'm saying. People have things that they go through and they bring it on the job, but we need proper training on how to do things, just everyday things, and with just how we handle ourselves and not spilling it over into where we do business at. So it doesn't matter when you're trying to make money or you're making a living, all of that goes out of the window. You have to put another face on and just be, professional. So, and I think that kind of hinders some businesses sometimes because people feel like, I don't want to come here no more. But then sometimes you find yourself going back there anyway because ain't nothing else that you really like. So you go back there and, you support them. But please support. Guys, we would love for you to put black-owned businesses. Name them in the comments. Some place where you think that we should check out. Maybe it's some place we can get shirts, and rock it out, or maybe we should get some grub one day after recording one of these videos. You never know.
I love to eat.
Yeah, I love to eat too.
Yes. Comment below. I'm ready to eat. If you have anything to make, glasses, shirts, anything, I would definitely support you. Just let me know in the comments.
Yeah. See? Support us too, because we're a black-owned business wearing black shirts.